All right, we're back. We're back. Back from my trip with the family, spring break style. Thanks for your patience. And it's good to be back. I will say that today has thrown me some hoops and some hurdles. Mainly my brain fog from the awesome case of COVID that I got traveling public transport. Yay! That's Bob Saget. Oh, Bob Saget! Anyway, so if I sit there and go, what was I talking about? Why? Anyway, had some fun. Kids got to see a bunch of really cool stuff from what I consider my hometown. So that was a lot of fun. Missed the cherry blossoms. Basically, stage 6 was like the week before we got there, so all we got to see were green buds, no flowers in DC, so that was a bit of a bummer. And the Caps weren't playing, DC United wasn't playing, but we did get to catch a Nats game and watch them get their butts kicked. And I'm not much of a baseball fan, but everybody's got to go to a baseball game once in a while. All right, so last time, which was a while ago, we were painting Star Wars Legion riot troopers and got all those guys painted. But then, you know, they come with some buddies, you know, these like the K2SO from Rogue One kind of thing, these guys. Aziz, these guys. Thank you, Aziz. So they come basically posable in any way you want, and man, did I have a lot of fun making unique poses with all of these guys. Like, when I say unique, I mean, you know, just subtle variation. I swear, Aziz, if you start me off this week with Mr. Unfocused, I'm gonna go ballistic, man. Talking to inanimate objects. There's this guy just like hold him up. Stick them up. And then I've showed you guys this one a bunch. This one's mine. I took a, what was that, Rebel ATRT driver. And then I glued him right there at the legs for a little stability. And then, you know, ripped this guy's arm off, broke his hand, reapplied so it looked like it's choking him, pushing him up against the wall, roughing him up a bit. Who does number 2 work for? That'll be fun. I can't wait to get those guys painted. But the thing I think you guys are going to want me to paint more than those is my Nukealope. So I really wanted to rebase him, just couldn't mentally come up with something that was going to fit on a 50 millimeter base that was better than what they already had. I mean, the weighting is terrible. It's basically top heavy. It's incredibly top heavy. So I'm probably gonna put some, I don't know, some lead. No, something that weights it down underneath, because that's really annoying to me. Because a lot of my other monsters, they're full of that, you know, Sarastro style, you know, shale or whatever you want to call it. I can't remember what this is called. But real heavy, nice. You know, heavy means expensive, right? So had real heavy bases that make it feel real nice to move. And this thing is just, it's light as a feather. It's bothering me, mentally bothering me. Anyway, so I went out and bought a bunch of fun paints for this one. There was somebody, dang it, I should have posted their my inspiration. And maybe my COVID is going away a little bit because I'm finding the words. But the last 2 days, oh my gosh, it was like somebody that was on a game show where they're supposed to like solve the puzzle and they just sit there staring at it. That was me all the last couple days. So I got some fun nuclear options. I went to the game store, friendly local game store, bought myself a Fluo, which is fluorescent green. This is not air, it's just a regular brush on thing. And then I got this technical Terrasact Glow. And I'm really interested, I might have to mix this up a little bit more. I'm seeing some sediment on the bottom. But main color highlights. But what the gentleman I saw do was in betwixt all the muscle fibers, he put in like this green glow, like up on the tops, or I guess in the cracks, so to speak. And so it really made it look like it was emanating out from the body. And that's kind of what I'm thinking about doing. Something similar to that. But I will probably keep the same color scheme, right? Because it is an antelope, screaming antelope. It's just one that's dipped its tongue in some kind of, what's the Ninja Turtle fluid? The ooze, secret of the ooze, basically, and turned itself into this monstrosity of a screaming antelope. So maybe this one's an adolescent, and this one's the super king of the crop. The detail on this new sculpt is phenomenal. I mean, I know you guys are looking at it, right? So the head, the face has so many amazing paintable features. And these are the kinds of sculpts I like. Basically, the sculptor's already done my work for him. I just have to color in the lines, right? I do have, OSL is definitely highlighting this side. This is his good face. This is his bad face. Cameraman, don't look at his bad side. All right. Great rippling of muscles here. It does look like I will be following the same color pattern from the horns down to this almost neck muscle, right? Where's my pointer? So this stuff, I'll probably do the same color as the horns, right? And then it reappears back down here, right? And then it reappears right here on the top of the knees, right? So, and then I actually, on the same kind of goes, I'll make it probably a lighter color right here on the neck, and the same with this. I'll make it lighter than the horns, but no idea what I'm going to do with that tail. That tail almost looks just like an armored appendage, not a furry tail. So, which is quite thematic considering the monster in the game, you actually remove the furry tail for this appendage. So this is not fur. And then this is going to be one heck of a highlight, right? Is this face. And so it's prehensile, so it can grab, and it has grabbed somebody's head and ripped it off. Come on, Aziz, you can do it. I believe in you. I guess that's all we're gonna get, right? So, come on, Aziz. I know you can do it. Quit looking over there. Look over here. There we go. So great detail on that face as well, with the little claret coming out of the bottom. You still have a little congestion as well. And then we got the base, which I didn't really like so much. I wanted him to be on top of rocks and stuff with a lot of acanthacy stuff, but whatever. I'll take what I get, and I won't throw a fit. So it does have a lot of cool stuff. So, right, we got a couple of skulls next to a stone face. We got some acanthacy whatnots. And then we have these, like, I don't know, nuclear flames, something like emanating from the base, right? Maybe everywhere it steps, or it's dropping. Maybe it's dropping this like acid stuff out of the mouth, out of the maw. Maybe this stuff is like Alien, right? Maybe it's like Alien, where it drops it down and it like sizzles and acid burns or whatever, and that's the plant that is sizzling and smoking and has been lit aflame. I mean, that's a cool story right there. So yeah, maybe we'll make this, instead of make this like blood, we'll make this acid. That's pretty cool. I like that. It still has its regular hands, although the hands look more developed than, its predecessor, which had a little smaller, I was going to say an M word that some people consider negative, so I will not say it. Little person hands versus like fully developed hands. They almost look like infant hands. That's probably a better, like when the baby's in the womb, it has little nubbins, like that kind of hands. That's like kind of what this thing had, you know. But you know, it's fully developed. Yeah, look at that. Look at that little thing right there. Come on, Ozzy. You see that little? It's not even fully developed fingers. This new guy, he's got full hands. Full hands, knuckles, digits, the lot. So this thing has definitely drank from the ooze, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle ooze, and is bigger, badder, angrier, scarier for it. So what do you want me to paint? What are we doing? We doing these awesome guys? Be more batch painting style. We're doing the Nukealope. We're trying to start on the nuke lelouch. What do you guys think? This is paint and chat, not just paint and talk to yourself. But yeah, it's good to be back, everybody. Good to be back. I'm really looking forward to hopefully finishing. What was the game? Gosh, dude, this is what I'm talking about. This COVID fog. Seance of Blake Manor. Really looking forward to finishing that this week, if I can. And then, of course, Friday is the next installment of our brand new campaign, brand new Kingdom Death campaign. And that, so far, has been a big shocker. So, 0 deaths so far. Across them all. Just jinxed the shit out of myself for this Friday. We got 0 deaths, and we hit the loot pinata last time, and we have a full set of rawhide. We've got like 3 or 4 weapons. I mean, just absolute. We set ourselves up real well, and we have dash. And we're going, everybody, I think, everybody, you, the viewers, have voted that we're going to fight an antelope this next year too. So that'll be this guy, not this guy. This guy we're painting because we know we got level 2s coming up. And it is an option. So you guys, we're doing lope. All right, I'm kind of feeling like I want to start on the base. Yeah. I do feel like I want to start on the base. Or I can start on the horns. Now my plan with the horns is probably just douse them in like skeletal horde, get a nice fun base, and highlight after. Highlight after with maybe some desert yellow and some skeleton bone. Do I do horns first? I could do horns first. I don't know. Let's just pick a place to start, right? Let's do those horns. Yeah, let's listen to some music as well. I was thinking about plugging one of Cascade's new sets through my headphones while you guys listen to the chill stuff. But forgot to do that, so just listen to it together then. Anyway, I don't know if you guys are big sports fans, but I'm a huge hockey fan. And my Washington Capitals fought valiantly to the end, I guess. Took a break in the halfway through the season, but you know, fought valiantly the last little bit. And then were eliminated last night because other teams were better. Oh, check that out. Those are hands? Oh, check that out right there. That's a hand. I have no idea how I'm gonna paint that. Yeah, those are fingers. Oh, I'll have to highlight that. For show. But yeah, we're just putting the base on right now, which is Skeleton Horde. And we'll come back and play it later. I love Skeleton Horde when it comes to animal bones. I think it gives it a real nice look. And then you can highlight after. Yeah, we got to do all kinds of stuff all in DC. The Marble District. Just walked a lot. Walked a lot. And actually, I was worried about my knee. Remember? Still rehabbing my knee after... Which I want to say after surgery, but that's the other knee. So, rehabbing the knee from being old? Whatever. But I was wondering, like, oh my goodness, like, how are these, millions of miles that I'm about to put on this knee gonna... How's it gonna feel? I only had a couple times where I was like, oh, okay, I need to, like, sit down. And then when I sat down, I felt really fucking old because I was like, I don't want to get up, or it hurts to get up. Like, you know when you're old, when you literally, you're like, I want to get up, I can't. I can't. Laughing, sigh, then cry. But yeah, we got the kids to see all the fancy Marble District. That was fun. Nothing really has changed, you know, since the last time I've been in town, as far as the Marble District goes. Actually, I haven't been there since the Hiroshima, like, building has been there. So that was new. That's all in the mall as well. Didn't go in it because we had other things that we were doing. Let's see, what did we do in that first day? The first day was busy. That's when we walked around all the monuments. We didn't go in. We got there just a little bit too late to get tickets for the next day. We didn't go into the Washington Monument. Heck, I haven't been in the monument since you had to climb the damn stairs. So that's been a minute. Now it's all super fancy. Got like fancy elevators and like a little viewing area at the top. I even got to see that in one of the Spider-Man movies. The observation area at the top. So my son at least was like, yeah, I know what it looks like. Like, good for you. Save a couple bucks. Actually, it's free. Then the walk basically through the whole mall, you know, the reflecting pool, which was drained. It sucked. And then the couple of the other like ponds, they were drained. I assume that's just for, you know, maintenance-y stuff. You know, they gotta dredge the ponds or something, I don't know. So that was a bit disappointing, but dude, if you go to DC and you expect everything to be like open and like perfect, you're a fool. Absolute fool. Everything is something. Every time you go, something is not open. So expect it. And expect it not to be listed anywhere. You're just gonna find out when you get there. But it was a beautiful day. It was super chilly. Not gonna lie, it was really freaking chilly. But it was a beautiful day. Did Lincoln? We actually took him to all the war memorials. So Vietnam, Korea, World War II. World War II fountain was out. Again, like, yeah, whatever. Fixing it, yeah. That big 250. It's gonna be pretty cool. And actually, we were really fortunate that that we did our excuse me. I'm just post nasal drip COVID draining. And welcome and thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. And welcome to the group. I'm really fortunate we did the mall tour on the first day because the next day it was just sea of porta pots. Like it's like overnight they just loaded everything up for the big. My COVID is just killing me. It's in there. I just can't grab it. The Cherry Blossom Parade was Saturday or Sunday. It ended in day. Good gravy. But so we got to see everything without all the stinking porta pots. Like, literally stinking porta pots. And we did Lincoln. It was not crowded. It was great. Middle of the week typically is not crowded. So did Lincoln. A lot of disrespectful people out there. Okay, come on. Come on, people. When you go to see monuments and there are signs that say, please be respectful, be quiet. Imagine you're in a library. Gosh, it was brutal. But anyway, for the most part, it was nice. Then we went to Jefferson, took the walk around the tidal basin, went to Jefferson, and at that point the sun was, finishing its daytime. It was about to clock out. So it was a little chillier, and man, the wind had started to really pick up, and I felt really bad. There were a bunch of people, not a bunch, but there was out-of-towners who thought it would be a really great idea to rent a paddle boat on like an incredibly windy day on the so the tidal base is just friggin' like cresting waves, cracking me up. These people could not get back to the rental place. They were stuck on the edge. No matter how hard they were paddling, they just could not get the dang things to fight against the water. Oh my god, I was laughing my tail off. Nothing I could do about it except say, sorry my man. Yeah, rent a paddle boat when it's nice out, people. Not when the water's freezing and you're fighting the freaking waves. Anywho, kids didn't like the Jefferson as much. I don't know why. I think that's a really cool monument. Then we walked our tails back to L'Enfant, the metro back to the hotel, and cashed my chips in and went to sleep. So somewhere in that day is when I got COVID. First beeping day. That was awesome. So happy. It's like the sixth or seventh time I've gotten COVID. Fucking miserable. I hate being sick. As we could tell, COVID affects the memory. So speaking of the 250th, I remember a couple, like what, maybe Bicentennial and something else events where my grandparents, rest in peace, bought me some coin sets, you know, some prints, or, you know, like just like mint, like print sets or whatever they're called. Why don't you do that for the kids? Get them each like a full set of like full coins, like special edition or whatever. I don't know. From the US Mint. They're always come in cool packaging. I'll do that. I think I'm gonna do that. I don't consider myself a coin collector at all, but I think that's fun. Assuming Mr. the Trump doesn't turn it into a cash grab, you know, and make it so that they're just absolutely worthless. You know, like we're gonna print 40 billion copies of them. Yeah, but I'm not going in as an investment. I'll just get in something cool, get the kids. Yeah, I love the way this skeletal bone builds up on surfaces. Oh, cheap viewers, this is my favorite. Are they the best viewers? I already got the best viewers. Aw, heart. All right. I'm gonna let the skeletal bone dry out and figure out what the hell I'm doing with this prehensile tail. I'm gonna need some suggestions, I think. Is that almost like vertebra? I mean, we're gonna take away so the skin is going to be dark stone. Pretty much the same stuff I used on this. I think I did dark stone. Or maybe I did a brown with the dry brushing of dark stone. I don't remember. I also have noble skin speed paint I thought about throwing on there. So it would cool and it give me that already highlighted, base highlighted effect. Oh man, white line, just make sure you put some putty or something on where the tail sits in. Sometimes that can look a bit off. It doesn't fit quite right. Or, you know, put some, what is that stuff? Sprue goo around some of the edges. Some of these KDM models, they're very nice sculpts. Very nice sculpts, but man, do they leave gaps. Oh my goodness, do they leave gaps. I don't know who else, what other veterans are in the group that are used to this, but sheesh, get yourself some sprue goo or some green stuff and patch them. You will not regret it, putting that extra work in before painting. And shaving down your mold lines. Good gravy. Okay, what else is gonna need skeleton bone? Bottom of his... Nah. I'm definitely gonna need to highlight the kneecaps. Hooves, I'm doing... What am I doing hooves? Oh, brown with like gray. Gosh, man, it's been a while since I've done this guy, so I'm trying to figure out what I used to paint him. Actually surprised the little like gore strands have lasted. Still looks like it's fresh. You know, I'm gonna do a test of noble skin somewhere. Ace! What's up, Ace? Ace, I gave you the tracking number for your winnings, right? Did I? I know I messaged you, but I don't remember if I gave you the tracking number. If I need to give you the tracking number for your awesome prize, let me know. It's a simple copy paste for show. I did all good, okay. And hopefully it arrives sometime this century. I put the value is like $10. So hopefully you don't have to charge, you don't get charged like $1 billion on VAT or anything like that. So not that I'm lying, Your Honor. So the value is $10 to me. What's up, Necro? Oh, sorry, I didn't read this one. I got into tail. I'm on shaving off snips. Yeah, yeah. You know, I've been seeing lots of people recently using those little oscillating sanders. Like I just use a stinking knife, and then I use the like the flat side, and then just go like this until it's smooth. I've been seeing a lot of people with those little like oscillating things, just sand it off. I feel like I don't know. I'm sure it gets good results. I just like that's just an extra something I don't need. That's probably the same amount of time to get done. I don't know. Anybody use those? Wish I could remember the gentleman I was talking to that uses that. Alright, where should I test this thing? How about on the dark side? The rump. Oh, you know what? I actually think that might work. And then I'll dry brush with stone. You know, I wasn't planning on using speed paints at all, but I think... I think that's gonna work. Yeah, I really was not planning on using any speed paints on this thing. That could be a really good base. Well, if you missed it, Necro, I got COVID over break. That was my awesome thing I got. I got my gift of COVID. For me, it's the gift that keeps on giving. Leaves me with mega brain fog and ultra congestion. So far, the stream, I'm already just been sitting staring, waiting for the words to come to my stinking brain so I could say them. I freaking hate this shit. And I'm the only one that gets it. It's like I got no immune system. My whole family's just like, really, Dad? Again? They're like, yeah, again! Thanks for your sympathy, you jackasses. Yeah. Oof! Oof is right, man. Fucking sucks. I knew I shouldn't have glued the damn tail on. It's already getting in my way. Had it separated for the longest time, but then when I got to the priming step, I was just like, nah, I bet I could have no problem with it. Mistakes aplenty. Oh well. It's like this guy's wearing socks. Look at that. The only skin on him is right on his feet. Or the only fur, whatever. See what I'm saying? So instead, like, based on I think what we discussed, instead of it being, oh, I got a chip on my base. Look at that, son of a bitch. You know, from long time use, like no problem, just black. So instead of doing red, you know, like actual mouth, we're gonna do like radiant core kind of thing. So I'm gonna do a bone base on the inside, but then I'm going to do that whole alien acid thing that we were talking about. Like the story just developed when we were talking just earlier. So this stuff down the bottom, we're like, okay, why is this grass all aflame? Or like, okay, what if this isn't blood? What if this is acid, like alien acid, right? And it dropped down and it started, or maybe it's combustible, right? And it, you know, it dropped down on this acanthus, and the acanthus just started lighting a flame. So I have to figure out how I'm gonna do that effect. Probably gonna be green, because everything else is gonna be green, but that just seems like a cool idea. Yeah. It is a good idea. It is a good, of course it's a good idea. Yeah, see man, just stinky COVID. Stinky COVID. Blast and Bob. Yeah, but everybody had a good time. Road trip was also awesome. You know, this was the first road trip that I didn't have to, like, do the whole, like, if you sons of bitches don't stop fighting, I will come back there and kick all y'all asses. This is the first time I never had to do that. So, yeah, that was awesome. Like, my vacation was already that much better. But no, I'm pretty sure it's because my son, you know, for his last birthday, was given, you know, like an iPhone 8 or something. Got him a Mint Mobile account, and now he can Pokemons all damn day. And so he was just basically Pokemoning it, the whole Pokemon going the whole trip. Shutting up, keeping out of everybody else's business, not touching his sisters. So yeah, better for everybody. Calling it a win. Not that I like shoving electronics in my kids' faces to, like, make them zomboids. But he had a good time. That makes me happy. Let's launch it. Alright, starting to dry up a little bit. It is a bit darker consistently. I was kind of hoping it would be dark in the recesses and then a little bit lighter on the surface. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it a little test of what the dark stone will do on the raised edges, just to see if I want to continue with this. Because if it works, then I will be a happy camper. Oh, too much water. Way too much water. Damn. It's still a little wet, but let's try it there. Yeah, it looks like it'll work. So highlight with the dark stone. Yeah, that should work just fine. Highlight with dark stone, and then try the nuclear stuff. Nuclear. No, wait, it's nuclear. You dummies. All right. I gotta figure out where I want the green. I'm wondering if I need to just do the green in between the muscles of the chest, like here. Maybe make it more central. So the stuff that splits that middle chest, and then the inside, and then the outside be normal? Or do I want to extend it past? I don't know, maybe the intensity is the highest in the middle. And then it's just a little bit less up onto the, like the chests. I don't want to leave the back alone. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I need to just get the base coat of the body on and then just start playing. Seems like what I need to do. Or at least we know the plan's gonna work. It's a great plan. What could possibly go wrong? Yep. I think we got a good plan. I really am surprised that the speed paint was gonna work today. Of course it's a good idea. Alright, so let's see. Stickler, what made you buy the core game? What brought you to Kingdom Death? Inquiring minds just gotta know. Oh, no shit. YouTube. It wasn't me, was it? If so, I'm not sorry. This is one addiction I don't mind spreading. And this is full on like if you've watched Half Baked, KDM's not a drug. You ever seen anybody suck dick for KDM? Have you? Huh? No, 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 don't think I have. Boo this man. Boo. Ah, Bob Saget, rest in peace. Getting there, getting there, getting there. If everybody's got suggestions, but my suggestion is assemble those monsters. Oh man, I just put skin on the gum area. That's gonna make it twice as hard to get that gum looking good. My suggestion is make the 4 starting survivors and leave it at that. And then work yourself the monsters, get them parfait. A lot of people have different ideas and suggestions about survivor creation. Mine is just the one I talk about is when a survivor does something awesome. When something happens awesome in their campaign, you need to immortalize. Make a mini of that. And then put it on your shelf and stare at it and go, I remember. But man, I would have way too many if I had to make all the armor survivors and make one of everything. I couldn't do it. My mind would explode. Not that I paint them anything or anything. Fine. All right. Well, my watch is telling me to get off my butt and do some wall sits and some push-ups and jumping jacks and whatnot. And COVID's telling me I need to have a runny nose, so I need to go blow my nose. So time for a quick siesta break, I guess. I want to keep going. COVID says no. Anyway, I'll be right back. Gonna do a quick little bio beverage and tissue break, and I'll be back. Not going anywhere. Set this guy right there, my chair. All right. Yeah, what do you mean? Your next campaign? Didn't you just finish one? Yeah, give yourself time to breathe. Ooh. Feel better. Yeah, man, you gotta give yourself take a break. Tell me about your green armor. I know, because that was one of the things we thought about as the next campaign on this channel was the green armor campaign. And we chose to do, you know, sun instead. Just fine. It's fine. Fine. Everything's fine. But since you did it, you gotta tell us about it. Share with the class. Well, you'll see me building the Screaming God whenever I choose to get it. Or whenever I choose to make it. You know, I've already technically it'll arrive when it arrives. And then I hope, you know, get to tell my wife, like, no, I didn't, this is nothing new, I didn't buy this now. This is an old Kickstarter. This is an old Kickstarter. This is nothing new. I already paid for this. I already paid for it. No, baby. No, it's not. No, I didn't spend any more money. No. Why would you even say that? I mean, it hurt my feelings. Like, gaslight the shit out of her. You're like, no, babe, no. No, I told you I'm done with that. Oh, yeah? You should take those 4 survivors and do the pariah fight, you know, and whoa, you said you don't have pariah. It's like, dang. That could probably be a good one. You may have to screen grab, or not screen grab, I don't know. Are you doing it on simulator, or are you doing old school, prop school? Ain't no school like the old school. Because you could just, you know, take a photograph of your survivors and maybe we can run a challenge game on the channel using your survivors. it's a thought. It's not a promise or a guarantee. Oh, pish posh. Are these new kids and their fandangled electrons and their Nintendos? Psh. I draw my D&D maps on graph paper. Psh. Yeah, speaking of that, I've got some disgruntled players because I have not done a new, or not a new, but the next session for my campaign. It's been a long time since we got to the table. Oh, spent all my time on the channel, not preparing for the next game. Although I think I just said, like, just tell me when to play. I'll figure it out. But just can't seem to get these people to come up with a date. It's the worst. It's the worst. Yeah, I think you're gonna have to take some photos of some gear grids. Show us what's up. Why is this person special? Did you make a mini form yet? Or are you using a narrative that fits with that person? And there I am assuming everybody makes their heroes just like I do. So. Still haven't decided on what head I'm gonna use for Ashroot, because I haven't put his head on yet. I just thought he was a bit feminine looking. And I have a million women minis in this game. Having a cool dude, that was something I needed. So I'm gonna have to find a head that I have lying around. From one of the mini armor kits. I'll have to figure that out. Like what armor kit do I need to pull a head from for Ashroot? Yeah, it's definitely gonna need a a highlight or dry brushing or something for those edges, but I'm actually tempted to just brush it on, like actually like do each muscle, because I think the next step is the nuclear emulsion or whatever we're gonna call it, like the bleeding through of the radiation. It's all a journey. We're gonna figure this out. I have to say, I'm already in love with some of our new survivors for this campaign on the channel. Lady Gaga. Oh, I'm a big fan. I think Alice Cooper is going to be the next new stud. Or I will make him such. The tail fit in properly. I know mine like just had that gap like near the top of the tail where the tail meets the body. It's just something that my eyes are always drawn to when I'm playing, is that tiny little gap. Everybody else, I keep hearing like, oh, Phoenix woes, the, you know, the whole tail bit. Mine was super smooth. Super smooth. I didn't have any issues. Mine was a bit snug, but it, you know, snapped right in. But my kit was not a, I think it was a 1.3 kit. So I have a feeling that it was just the new mold, or whatever. I don't know. Anybody else? Yeah, you had 1.5, your maze were fine. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. But mine were fine. I'm pretty sure the lion tail was user error. Pretty sure. Like, I even made extra special care that my tail was perfectly flush on this model when I put it in. Perfectly flush. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with this tail. I feel like maybe it's gonna also be like a continuation of the bone. I don't know. What do you guys think? Brother had 1.6 and he had issue. Yeah, that just sounds like a mold issue. So I was looking at the that challenge a bit more, and I definitely see where the challenge is now. So the challenge, if you, maybe you guys saw it earlier, but the Forge Priest is going around destroying those pitons, those pitons, those grabbers, the things that the survivors are holding on to and anchoring to the platform. So that's, instead of going for ore, he's going for those things. So basically this guy's going around smashing all the things that they're holding on to, and you got to kill the thing before he does it. So I was like, that is really cool. That's a really cool idea, whoever came up with that one. Again, I still have not done a level 3 or a vertical or a inverted pariah fight. I think that's like something maybe I just need to do as a vignette. Maybe take the 4 survivors, our 4 best survivors from the last campaign, and do that one, maybe. I don't know. Figure that out. Trying to figure out how I want to do the face, but I think I'm going to jump to the tail first. I think we're going to make it the same as the horns. All the way up to that grabbed head. Yeah, this is all very bony. Very bone whip. I love how they gave the girl... Come on, Aziz. I love how they gave the girl a sticking out tongue. Aziz, come on. Anyway, she's got a tongue that's sticking out like bleh. I love that. That's fantastic. All she's missing are X's on her eyes. Oh, there's going to be a lot of highlighting on this tail. Today feels just like a base day. Just going to do our base coloring. That's what Jay, I think, thought. But I also heard that it's Ash Bloom's head. Maybe Jay said it was Ash. I don't remember. I heard somebody say it was either Urza or Ash Bloom's. Yeah, I think I'm going to enjoy the fact that there's that symmetry, like it's like the horns are going down through, like these platelets are all very similar. These spinal plates or whatever. I really think I'm gonna spend some time highlighting those bad boys. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out, what do I want the freaking viewer to be staring at with this? Do I want it to be the horns and how bright they are? Do I want it to be the face down here? Do I want it to be the glow? Do I want it to be the maw? It's like, damn it, sculptor. Where am I supposed to get people's like sight to be drawn to? Pick one! Keep it simple, stupid. I'm not sure how I was muted, but yeah, I was muted. It's COVID, I'm sure. Anyway. That's the way my day's been going, I guess. Yep. That's why you watch. That's why you're paid the big bucks to watch, right? Flip the tables! Yeah, I was just talking about Gen Con. Best viewers. Are they cheap? I only like cheap best viewers. Yeah, I will. But yeah, I was talking about Gen Con. The event catalog's coming up in a couple weeks. I'll figure out what I'm gonna strategize to do. The event catalog will come out, but then you get a week to figure out what you're gonna look at. Then you put them on your wish list, and then you pray to God and submit your wish list. Last year I did a whole bunch of KDM, and I'm not sure if I want to focus on KDM next year, or if I want to, I don't know, maybe do more RPGs. And I was talking about the company that I like, Free League Press. I think it's a Polish company. And they've got a bunch of good ones. They've got Alien, Dragonbane, Besson, The One Ring, and a couple others that I really enjoyed. Their production value is freaking top notch. Their books are amazing. The binding, the paper quality, man, worth every penny. So I'll try that. I always try to get a Star Wars RPG in, and like 1/5 edition, you know, D&D game in. But I don't know what I'm gonna do this year. And it usually depends on what the hell you end up getting on the lottery, like when you submit your wish list, because everybody and their brothers, sisters, cousins, former roommate is clicking the button at the same time, and their servers go. You never know what you're gonna get. Dude, I remember sitting in the hallway with lockers, Milwaukee, which means a good night. But I preferred an indie, of course, because I live here. Really? Derp. Of course I do. Of course I do. I have, you know, I think I might only have one Gen Con that I have not fond memories of. And that's even with all the stinking COVIDs that I've gotten at Gen Cons. I think 3 Gen Cons I've gotten COVID. Damn COVID. But that was just friend drama. Oh my goodness. But that's 30 years of Gen Con, only having one. Only one! That was negative. Say, that's pretty good. That's why I keep going back. Alright, you know what I'm using for this stone face. I don't even have to tell you. Runic stone. You know it. I stick of love runic stone. Speed paint. The bluish hues and the grayish lows. I love runic stone. Then go say, Beyonce, I love you, but I'm going to check on. Have a ring pop for a ring. Ignore any fancy rings. I wanted to get married. I want to get married at Burger King. Everybody likes their burgers. No need for a fancy feast. And I mean that as like a feast with lots of food for people, not Your choices are fancy feast or Burger King. You're like, gee, really? Gross. Gotta go to Gen Con. And my group has a hotel already, that's great. Right in the Marriott. Not the J-Dub this year, which I know some of my mates are unhappy about, but at least we are close. Can skywalk it. Which is the main goal. That'll dry nice and blue. Well, I think we already talked about like me taking like a GoPro and doing like a live day. Thought about do a live day where like not at the exhibit hall because that's awful, but maybe do a live play, like some kind of board game play with my group, because I know other people don't like being filmed and whatnot. Let's get those skeletons just skeleton boned up. Actually must have missed these goals when I was looking at this base earlier. Oh, I don't remember them having skulls on the base, but yeah, that's awesome. I can't really tell if they're supposed to be somebody's specific skull. There we go. Yeah, not the best view. Whatever. Alright. I just bought some brand new white. Do I want to use it? Or do I want to do ivory? Actually, oh no, I want to do my white. Oops. New bottle. These don't come with mixing balls. Kerplunk, kerplunk. Still trying to figure out how I got muted. I don't remember hitting the button, but I wonder how that happened. Or how long I was muted. No idea. Yeah, I think you guys missed the whole conversation about my wife's new car. Asking about you guys this weekend, if anybody did anything fun. Right now I'm just highlighting the leaves. A little bit white here. Try to make sure the green really ends up popping. Feeling. Look at this dude. Like an amateur. Yes, I do get in the zone, and I do occasionally stop talking. Because I got my tongue in my teeth focusing. Not this time. Blame them COVIDs. Oh well. It happens. I'm gonna blame my studio manager. Be like, where are you? Guy behind the camera. The guy in the booth. Like, what do I pay you for? There we go, it's starting to really pop. Yeah, I saw somebody's cool dung beetle. I mean, basic dung beetle. It was nice, but it wasn't like chromey reflective or anything. It was nice, I liked it. Probably as good as what I'm gonna do. They posted it on Reddit, I think. Real clean. And I'm definitely going to be green stuffing my dung beetle ball, because I've seen a couple people stick body parts and stuff to it, and I think that's a great idea. So I'm gonna take some green stuff or some sprue goo and add a head or maybe some legs or some weapons popping out of the ball. Oh, yeah, that's a real swell idea. It's a swell idea. Very creative. Very nice. Yeah, I have to rebase my Dung Beetle Knight anyway. Since it's on just a circle base, I'm gonna have to put it on a fancy texture base for sure. There, we can see the flowers a little bit more, right? It happens, guys, don't worry about it. Figured most of the time you'd be like, this guy won't shut the hell up. Be like, hey. Just saying, hey, Gen Con, maybe. Or I'm always yapping about the Indiana weather, because now it's like 80 freaking degrees outside. Make up your mind. All right, well, green. What am I gonna do with these? I actually have to stop and think a moment because I don't want it to be... I may want to... okay, so I may want to go with fall colors. Or like dried acanthus or something. Like maybe it's not as bright because I want the flamey bits to be a stark comparison. Right? Maybe I start with them. Actually. Yeah, maybe I just start with that. Work my way back. Who knows? He's making it up as he goes along. Actually very curious to see how this goes on. Oh, that's bright. Might have to do a couple layers though. Tuesday paint and mute. Don't know how much you guys are into like paintings, like the history of painting and whatnot, but if you guys like art, you should check out Sister Wendy's History of Art. It's a nun that goes around talking about, you know, art and explaining the depths and, you know, the things that you don't necessarily see in first glance. It's freaking amazing. Okay, so that is very, very, very bright. I think I'm gonna have to stick with very darks on the plants. I choose greens, I'm gonna have to stay with the darker, heavily watered plants. So go to YouTube and check out Sister Wendy. Probably just type in Sister Wendy, story of painting or something like that. All of it's on YouTube, free to watch. It's old 480p or 480i actually, probably. You know, it's super high quality, but some old BBC or PBS, you know, programming. It's been awesome. She is fantastic. I give it 2 thumbs up. So if you like that kind of stuff, I wouldn't say it's one to watch in the or have in the background, because the way she talks about it, you really want to watch what she's doing. Oof, apparently I haven't used this green in a while. Or ever, maybe? I don't know. Oh man, I don't think I'm getting through that. Let's grab it from here. Oof. I have to use a toothpick on that bad boy. Yep, Sister... What the heck is that? Yeah, Sister Wendy History Painting. Wonderful show. But I've been falling asleep to that. I've been, the last like 4 days, I've been NyQuil to the bejeebus. I just fall asleep watching Sister Wendy. She's got a nice calm voice, puts me to sleep talking about art. Is that dark enough? Is that dark enough? I'm not sure. Yeah, I might just need another layer on. Yeah, I will have to say last Friday was, or not, sorry, not last Friday, but Friday before, you know, when we were doing KDM. Oh man, well, it was a lot of fun after kind of, you know, shutting the, you know, the show down, and then, you know, watching people just hit that subscribe and stuff. That was freaking awesome. It was the best show that, numbers wise, that I've done. So that was really stinking cool. And I mean, like, not just the fact that we had gotten past the 100, you know, follower mark, but the numbers, like viewers, concurrent watchers, like the best show that I've had that was not because of a raid. Like, it wasn't somebody, you know, throwing people at me. It's like people were here to watch and not just sent my way. So that was freaking awesome. So thanks for that, everybody. I mean, I don't, like, my wife's new car isn't because of that, that's for sure. Like, I don't make any money. In fact, I think I'm overall negative, like, by a lot. So that's definitely not the purpose of me doing all this. But it was really cool to see, you know, all the people jumping in, watching some KDM, having some fun. That's the goal. Share our love and passion of the stuff, of the game, for the love of the game. Get your hoof out of the way, dude. Like I said, should have painted the base before putting it on. I make these mistakes so you guys don't have to. I think this is the correct green after all. I just needed an extra layer. Yeah, I still have not. This annoys me. I still have not edited my Elder Scrolls game and gotten those up on YouTube. I gotta make that a priority. Like, I've got, you know, like 100 followers now on Twitch, but I got like 40 on YouTube. So I gotta do a better job of getting content up on that. And it's all my fault. I got other stuff going on. I'm really hoping that I get into the Twitch beta for auto clips so that I don't have to stink and go back through my videos and try to make clips for short form. It just does it for me. There we go. Looking better. Hello, doggo. Working through the tail, through the leg. Oh, jeez. I missed quite a bit. Okay. Whew. Thought I made a big mistake. Yeah, it's spring practice time for kid sports. So that winter break, well, break, I mean, my son was doing hockey the whole time, but now all three kids are gonna be doing stuff. So, full-on chauffeur hat. I should totally buy a chauffeur hat. Like a limo driver hat. Like, oh my gosh, I should totally buy one. Why don't I have one already? Get out, stand by the car while they wait, like, you know, like at attention, hands clasped in front of me, open the doors, they come. Oh, full on embarrass mode. I'm down. I'm so down for that. How much is one? I gotta take a break now. Find out how much a stupid hat is, because I want one. How much is a stupid? Oh my god. That's genius. Like an airport arrival. Oh my god. I'm ready to embarrass. I am set. How much is a chauffeur? Chauffeur hat. I don't know. Yeah, oh my god. Deluxe chauffeur black cap. 50 bucks. I'll just buy one for $6 on Temu. Yeah, $6 at Walmart. That's awesome. Oh my goodness. Be like, how embarrassed can my kids get? Oh, I will show you. All right. I'm buying one. Black, pink, white, blue. Nah, it's gotta be black. It's gotta be black. Oh my god, white gloves, bow tie, sunglasses. This one even comes with, this is a costume kit. It even comes with mustaches. Oh my god. It's only $20. I should totally buy it. Oh my god. Holy hell. Oh, goodness. Okay. Well, I gotta add it to my cart here. Limo driver. Novelty. add that to cart. I myself am not Prime, so I gotta wait till I have monies, but build up for free shipping. But oh yeah, oh yeah. Chauffeur XP. That's me. That's gonna be a lot of fun for me. Not for them. Be like, gosh, you're so embarrassing. He's like, I know, it's great. Do you know how hard I work to be so embarrassing? I know my wife would approve. And I think all this stuff back in the back, I think all this is flame. And we just got that new car too. People are gonna be like, who the hell is that? I'll have to do it like a big event where there's lots of people. Make sure that I get my $20 worth. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be a lot of fun for me. It isn't really doing it, not showing it, but it is quite fluorescent. But I will need another layer, I'll need another coat. I'm not sure. Yeah. It'll be fine. I might need to highlight with some white as well. As per the usual. Is this even gonna show? I think I'm gonna have to. Excuse me. Thanks, COVID. I think think I might have to go back in with some white. Oof. That project's gonna take some time. I don't know, it's not too bad. I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna have to play with that. But I'm gonna take a break. Make sure I mute and unmute upon my return. It's 12:30. We're looking good. Hey, progress is progress, remember? Hey, I got paint on the model. That is, like, I'm winning. Alright, I'll be back, and I'll not be muted. I promise. Alright, see you in a few. Alright, status update. Base is progressing. Alright, so I gotta do black on the bottom. The neon flames, I'll probably need to highlight or do a couple of layers. My test for the like nuclear emulsion-y like thing coming through the skin, it's probably gonna need white. I'm probably gonna have to do a little bit of line whiting in between the musculature to get that to show up the way I want. Yeah. Oh well. Worse things have happened. Yeah, yeah, steady progress though. Not the worst. And I'm not muted. Ha
We did it!
We did it!
So I had an idea for channel point expenditures on this next campaign. I have created, or will finalize a way to spend channel points where you can add a shadow minion to the game board. So you can make the fight a little tougher. Oh, horns on camera, not a good effect. So for like 1,000 channel points or something, you can put a shade minion, not a shadow, a shade minion on the board. Make things a little bit more challenging for me. I think that'd be pretty fun. Just another way to interact with the game. I will only allow one per game though. It'd be like if everybody added one, that'd be a bit chaotic. And that's one way to get the campaign to end quick, is to let everybody do it at the same time. Nuked it from orbit. But I think that'd be a lot of fun. Again, another way to make just things a little bit more interesting. Maybe I'm about to defeat the monster and somebody adds a shade, or maybe the cat's playing coy and we were gonna do a harvesting round. All of a sudden we can't. Somebody added a shade. Alright, that second layer really made a difference. I don't know if you can see it or not. So this stuff, this Tesseract Glow, is something I'm planning on using after the main highlight line. I'm going to use this as my, like, kind of OSL. And we're going to see, we're going to see how that works. But I don't know if I'm ready to do that today. I need to do the fur. I need to do the hooves. I need to do its face. There's just so much detail on the face. The hands, the teeth, the inside of the body. Again, I'm just not entirely sure how I want to do that. And I showed you last time, this is the under maw of my current one, regular lope. Very bloody from crush and devour. But I'm just getting a feeling that this guy's under maw is a bit radioactive. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Actually not sure about what I want to do next. And what step I need to take. Could do a highlight on the skeletal bone stuff. What would be considered a layer here that I want? Let's go with desert yellow. Actually, maybe I need to finish or get the face base coated first. So there's got a goatee. Where's that slobber? I can't tell. Looks like a goatee. Yeah, that looks like a goatee. It's a goat. Okay. Got tongue. The flesh seems to be ripping off his face, almost like a radiation kind of look. Like you can see his teeth through his cheek. Oh man. Come on, Aziz. You can do it. I believe in you. His eye socket, like that orbital bone. Yeah, that's actually only so much actual skin. And then there's a little fur up top. Is that fur? Yeah, that's gonna be... I don't know, there's gonna be a lot of detail work there. Yeah, I think that's just flesh and then that's just under... Yeah, so his face is getting ripped apart and we'll probably not do fleshy reds. I'm probably gonna do greens. Like make it look like he's just radioactive there. Let's go ahead and get back to the noble skin base coat for a moment. Finish up that head. Get that all off the books. But I think I want something smaller. I'll base the ears. I'll do a little pink on the inside. Jeez, my watch is screaming at me. Ow. I got up, I did my wall sits. It's Stop yelling at me. I'm gonna be careful here. What do I want to paint? Flesh. Yeah, it's like his face is just falling off from radiation sickness. Gross. But again, nice job, sculptor. Making it look real good. Giving me lots of cool stuff to paint. But giving me a lot of like hesitation though, because I'm like, man, what colors should I use? What tactics should I use? Just I don't know. Like how much is supposed to be red? How many things am I going to be painting green? Yeah, I can always go over it with green, if I really wanted to. Oops. Still trying to figure out if I want this to just be flesh that's falling out, or if I want that to be cheekbone. Yeah, I'm thinking flesh. I'm thinking flesh. But it is like boils and blisters. I mean, it's just so cool. Gonna have to really play with it. I have to do some research. Like, what the hell does radiation poisoning or radiation sickness or whatever look like on an animal? I'll have to go out to shoot, what the hell? Now, see, there goes my COVID brain again. The nuclear disaster, the power plant. I can't even. Son of a gun. Yeah, I'm worthless. I'm more than worthless right now. God, I hope I feel better by Friday. Otherwise, you guys are gonna watch 5XP at, like, handicapped play a game that has rules. It's gonna be a disaster. No, the Russian one. I think you can't remember why my brain won't brain right now. It's really ticking me off, to be honest. You just I think my mother once described it to me, but it's before COVID, when somebody else had some like mental handicapped, where they're like, most people have things nice, neatly organized in a file cabinet. And this person has all their files just on the floor, and they're just hunting through each one, trying to find the one that makes that connects. That's me right now. All my stinking brain matter is just mushed all over the place. Chernobyl, that's the one. Because by now, all those animals and stuff, they've had time to research them. I'm going to have to see what radiation poisoning does to an animal. What do these boils look like? Or I can just use my imagination. Use a lot of pinks. Crusted sores. Forbidden fruit. Grimoire purple. I think there's my bit right there. Crusted to purple to fruit. Maybe. I don't know, maybe get rid of crusted sore. Make it more just purples. I think that could be a cool one. So all the little blistery stuff, and I wish I could magnetize. Enhance. Not magnetize. Enhance. Magnify. Enhance. There you go. See all those little things under his eye? Like the little bubbles. Yeah, it's just like this flesh is melting off. Yeah, I think his face is gonna take a lot of time. Oh. I'm okay with that though. Let's take a mental snapshot of the boils and blisters triad. Alright, what about the fur? The boots with the fur. I wanted to do that gray again, right? Could just do uniform gray with an ash gray highlight. Actually, I might just do that. Oh, put my headset back on. I'm missing my music. My music. So we're gonna be adding Nukealope to all level. I know it says may, but we're gonna use Nukealope for every level 2 and 3 fight on this campaign. I'm gonna get some use out of him. And we'll be using Giga Lion for all level 2 and level 3 lions. So that's the way we're spicing up our campaign. I really want to get the Giga Lion location, settlement location, some use, because I've only fought the Giga Lion in vignette form, so I'm really curious to see how it plays in a regular settlement. And the same with the Nukealope. God, I'm ready to fight the Nukealope with survivors that I can comprehend. That I've been there, done that with them. I know who they are. I know what they got. Damn it! Not quite Bob Saget worthy. I gotta figure out what I'm doing with this fur, the boots with the fur. Alright, let's bring it down a notch here. For the little, like, protective plate on top, I want it to be a little lighter. Or maybe I'm doing that backwards. I don't know. Don't exactly know antelope anatomy. It's just the way I see it. Ever so subtly lighter. Alright, fur time, boots with the fur. Whoa! Oh, that would have been... That's the first time I dropped it. Or knocked it, or whatever. No need to gift out subs today. It's only one. All right. The fur. I could go. Like Agros Dunes. Or like a Desolate Brown. I want to contrast it from the horn color. So maybe I want to go even darker with like a Wildwood or like a Satchel Brown. Maya no. I've got a lot of browns here. But I have a feeling it's just gonna blend in with whatever is above and below. Too much. Like Wildwood and Satchel Brown might be too... This is probably too close to the antler. Let's try Argos. Good fur. Actually, I think probably one of the fur colors, maybe the middle fur. This guy. Had to check for mute. Let's do a quick test back here. Yeah, that'll work just fine. Darker than the tail, and I'm not going to highlight this stuff, so should work just fine. It will do fine. This thought about giving him a gray goatee, but nah. I don't want to really emphasize that he's old. He's just radioactive. Wonder if there's a way I can sneak in a Ninja Turtle Easter egg. Right. Brother of the Ooze. A bandana or something silly. Not really sure. I think anything I would add like that is gonna be either too noticeable and break immersion. so we'll just skip it. Yeah, brown is brown is brown. But I needed it darker. It's ever so dark compared to the skeletal bone stuff, which is all gonna get highlighted. Trying to get all the base colors on today if I can. I think that would be a successful day if I can base coat. I'd be happy. Oh, that would be no pizza. Yeah, that's a major fourth wall break. Like a sewer grating. I think that would be probably two. Those are all very good ideas, though. Really good ideas. Oh, no. I was thinking maybe do something with the skull down below. Like make one of the skulls down below have a bandana or like something, but could I green stuff like a bandana just lying like behind the stone face somewhere, or or even I wonder if I take a katana or a bow staff or something, you know, that not necessarily directly ties, but you know, you and I would know. We would know. Like something like on the ground, just lying around. Doesn't even have to be turtle. It could be, you know, Shredder or you know, Master Splinter related. It could be something like that. Or a broken jar with some ooze. I don't know, something like that maybe. Just a little subtle, you know, radioactive substance altering monster, you know, creature. Yeah, something subtle. Subtler. Something subtler. Yeah, the more I look at this, the I need a lighter gray on those hooves. We could mix both worlds completely. I could drop a broken lantern. Maybe it's a broken lantern full of ooze. Could be. Could be. That would be kind of fun, actually. Instead of some, you know, real world container, radioactive container. Trying to think, what armor kits have katana? Is that... Sunstalker? Are there ninja stars in Lucy? Sun Lucy? Could drop some shuriken. Could drop some shuriken. That'd be kind of... Oh, so Necroweb's talking about tying it in to Ninja Turtles. Because I'm getting the whole thing where this guy, you know, stepped in some ooze, Secret of the Ooze type stuff. You know, and that's why it's now nuclear radioactive, right? So, the mutagen. So I'm trying to figure out how I can subtly put something in here that would tie it to the turtles, right? So there's like, I think we got shuriken on Sun Lucy, like a katana on the ground or something. I could just, yeah, I could green stuff the tiniest of headbands or something. Right? I don't know. That's definitely something to think about for the next session, I think. She's holding a shuriken, but man, she maybe not have one like extra. It's not like I couldn't make one. It's not like I couldn't make one. Or a turtle skull? Add a turtle skull? What the hell would a turtle skull look like? What the hell does a turtle skull look like? Never thought to look it up. Oh, they're kind of cute. Aww. Like, not scary. Especially a green sea turtle skull. Those are, cute. I don't know. Oh my god. I don't think I'm gonna find anything like that. Oh, wait a moment. What about this one right here? Come on, Aziz. What about this one right there? Does that look like a turtle skull? Like a ninja turtle skull? Maybe? Slightly? I'm so sad now, really. Yeah, I don't know. Things to think about. Actually, I used to have a pet turtle, or two pet turtles. was a huge Ninja Turtle fan when I was growing up. And went to a lake and caught two, while I was on vacation, caught two turtles, like a soft shell turtle and a painted turtle. I don't remember, can't remember the exact species. But named him Donatello, and he got run over. So every time, waterworks, thinking about turtles and skulls. Ugh, poor Donnie. All right, I think I'm gonna call it today, guys. My brain isn't braining, and I think getting to this point was a stinking victory. Just the way my brain fog, my COVID brain is working. I think I need to take this victory and call it a day. And tomorrow we will do. Jeez, come on, brain, work. Seance of Blake Manor. I really want to stinking get that game done this week. Not because I want to get rid of it. I freaking love it. That game is a lot of fun. I'm just curious how I'm going to handle it tomorrow. It's like staring at a blank screen, trying to figure out how the clues are, pointing me to the right culprit. No idea how that's going to work. But then we've got, so the next 2 days, Seance of Blake Manor. Then Friday, we've got the next installment of the Settlement of Soundgarden. And I'm totally going to institute that new channel point feature to add a shade minion to the board. So if somebody wants to, they can pay channel points, throw a bad guy on the board. I think that'd be really cool and fun. Really kind of, just dial up the showdowns a little bit as far as complexity. It is a People of the Sun campaign, so shades popping up seems really fucking cool and thematic, especially if you guys get to throw them on the board. And they're just minions, so they're not gonna be that tough, right? Just something else to throw on the board would be really fun. So I want to do that. If you guys have any other ideas, jump into Discord. Links down below in the Twitch About Me section. There should be a link straight to Discord. Jump in there, join the conversation, and look forward to seeing you guys. So tomorrow, Seance of Blake Manor. Next day, same thing, assuming I haven't solved it. Then Friday, Kingdom Death. So I think that's it for me. Thing ain't working. So that's it. Adios, amigos. We'll catch you guys later. Remember, anytime you get your minis painted or any progress, that's progress. We like progress. Remember that we're in a community here. Help each other get motivated to paint their next mini. All right, it's me, 5XP. Saying see you later, and welcome to all my new subs, followers, all that kind of stuff. You guys are awesome, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Adios.